Hello, my loves. We are doing readings by donation today, or if you just need support and guidance, you're struggling with something, you can always drop that as well. So let me know that you're here. Where you're watching from. I'm good. How are you? I wish I could make the comments bigger. Hello, everybody. Yay, people are hopping on. We are doing readings by donation today. There is a minimum donation, and all the links, all that information is in the description. I do need your first and last name, and you can ask a specific question, and we can see what else comes through, or you can ask for a general. And if you are just struggling, if you just need support, if there's something you're going through and you want to share it, and you want me to hold space for you, you want me to give you some guidance or support, you can let me know what you're struggling with, and we can do that as well. That's not by donation, that's free of charge. But if you want me to tap into you from your spirit guides, that is what requires a donation. There has to be a way to make the comments bigger. It's crazy. I wonder if I can log on and see my own broadcast. I am a multidimensional channel, teacher, and healer. So I channel source, your spirit guides. Oh yeah, I can see it. Maybe. I just want to be able to see the comments. There we go. How old am I? I'm 45. Okay, we have a Venmo. Make sure. There it is. Okay, Karen, what's your question? Oh, whatever comes through? Okay. Perfect, my love. Karen, when I connect to your energy, there's a whole bunch of different things that are showing up. So when I feel this urgency inside of you, it may come across as anxiety, it may come across as overwhelm, or just feeling rushed, or like you got a lot going on, but there's an abundance of energy that's coursing through you. There's a lot of activations that are happening inside of you as well. Third eye, throat especially. And I keep seeing you like, when I say seeing you, remember, time doesn't exist. So this could be happening now, or it could be something that they're showing me is going to happen to you in the future. But it's this need to express yourself. So audibly or writing it. So I feel like there's this bulge in your throat, or this pressure, like you've got to get some information out. It's wanting to come through you. And I feel like this is going to be pushing you, catapulting you into what you're meant to do, into your mission work, because I feel like you are meant to be, I almost want to say you're meant to write books, you're meant to be a scribe, you're meant to share wisdom with the world, you're meant to channel and bring information through. That is very, very clear. So if you're not already doing that, that is something that is coming for you. And I feel like this is going to start more of a written form and then move into an audible form. But they're wanting me to tell you, you're already doing this in a way that like you've been doing it most of your life. You'll either know things that you shouldn't know, or you're always in the right space at the right time to help somebody. You're very, very intuitive. You're very in touch with spirit. It's really just a matter of you being more conscious and aware of it, and like actively, consciously working with guides. Kuan Yin is showing up right now. She is someone that is you are meant to work with. I almost feel like this wisdom, this guidance that wants to come through is something about grief and love and grace, and just this, I don't know if there's a story, or it's just this beautiful soft energy that wants to come through you of just transformation. So there's some kind of information in that neighborhood that wants to come through, but Kuan Yin really wants to work with you. I don't know if you're familiar with her or if you've worked with her, but she's showing up for you as well. And so is Jesus, or Yeshua, whatever name you want to call. He is also showing up for you, which actually makes sense, because if we're working with grief, or we're working with love and grace, that's the energy of forgiveness. That, like, it's all kind of encompassing right there. So there's a lot of that energy showing up for you. I also feel like 2025 is going to be a year where you're going to be going through a big transformation, evolution of yourself. You're going to be very much opening up more, becoming more aware of yourself than you ever were before, and going to new heights. Like, this feels like almost a sudden onset. So something's going to happen that's going to trigger, and it's just going to be like all of a sudden it's like, oh, something's changed, and you're just going to start writing, or you're just going to, like, it's just going to start coming through you very powerfully. I need to put it back on my comments because I cannot see this screen. It's way too small. I wish I had my moderators on here. So let me see what else is coming through for you, Karen. Did you have a back injury, or do you have something happening with your back? I feel like there's something going on with your back, or something that happened to your back. Let me see if I can remove this person. There we go. Much better. Karen, are you with me? Just gonna give it a minute. Karen, let me know when you can hear me or answer my question. I don't know if you lost the broadcast. I'm not seeing your comments anymore. You do get pains in your back sometimes. Okay. You said you're going through a lot, so that actually makes sense because I feel like whatever you're going through is something that you are going to be talking about. But I really, it's so strong. I really want you to sit. I don't know if you meditate already. I feel like meditation isn't something that's new to you. I don't know if you're active in it every day, but I'd love for you to sit in meditation and set the intention to connect to Kuan Yin and only Kuan Yin for the purposes of getting familiar with her energy and receiving from her, because it's like she wants to wash over, and as I'm saying it, I can feel it happening, wash over you with this beautiful ray technology, like this beautiful aquamarine ray that just comes through and just drops you into a very surrendered state and helps you to let go. Because I feel like the reason why your back is hurting is because there's so much tension, an energy that you are subconsciously repressing into your discs right now. And we really want you to open up and surrender and let go of the weight and the burdens that you're carrying. And it's not going to make everything better. It's just going to make it less suffering on you. It's going to make things a little bit easier because there's so much that's outside of your control right now. But this is also happening by design because I really feel like I keep feeling the scribe energy. And so a scribe is someone who writes poetry, writes books. You know, they express themselves and they share their story and their journey. And I feel that is something that you are going to be doing. Yes, I have more knee issues, shoulders being stiff. I can hear. Okay, good. Well, the knee issue, knee is always about fear of moving forward, feeling stuck. Like anytime our knees hurt and our joints in our knees hurt, one, that's a sign of inflammation. Inflammation comes from holding on to anger and resentment and frustration. But also you can do things that help reduce your inflammation. But two, knees at the energetic root are always about the fear of moving forward. Shoulders are about carrying burdens, right? And we were just talking about that. So this is why I think Kuan Yin is showing up so strong for you, because she's really wanting you to activate that energy of surrender. In fact, if you can still do what I asked you to, right, which is sit in meditation and connect to Kuan Yin. But if you look on my YouTube channel, if you haven't done it already, there's a new meditation up called Deep Surrender. Highly recommend for you. It's 21 minutes. And it really will help open up and relax your body, and more of that energy and tension can release, which will really help alleviate a lot of the pain that you may be experiencing and also bring you some emotional relief as well. Oh, you did the recalibration class? That's amazing. That's good. But I would love for you to do the deep surrender meditation. And again, when you meditate, sit and ask and this is the intention. You'll sit and you'll say, I set the intention to connect with Kuan Yin and only Kuan Yin. And that's really going to allow you to tap into to her energy, so you can feel when she's around you, because she's really wanting to work with you. But I can feel I can feel the pain in your back. And this, we really want this to unlock. We really want this to open up so that flow of energy can move through you very easily. There's a lot of big changes coming for you next year, and your best friend is going to be surrender. It's going to be being comfortable in uncertainty. And I'm so happy that you did the recalibration experience, because you learned so many tools in that to help you with that very thing. And so your job right now is to work on surrender and letting go and just being in that flow and starting to work with the energy of Kuan Yin, and really helping you to just release all that you're holding on to, because I can feel it. It feels like you're just holding on to so much right now. Let me see if there's anything else. And if you have something specific that I haven't brought up that you want to know, drop it and let me know. And I'm going to see if there's anything else. And so don't forget that I said that Jesus is with you too. This almost feels like, I don't know, I almost want to cry when I tap into you, because that Kuan Yin and Jesus around you, like, I just feel like they are loving you so much right now and are really trying to support you the best that they can, and just open you up to letting go. And I don't know, I feel like there's some forgiveness work here for yourself that needs to be done. I feel like I feel like you're hard on yourself, and you hold yourself to some really high expectations at times. And they just want you to know that you are so loved, and that you are love, and that you are so worthy, and that you are just a very special, special being. And they don't want you to forget that. Because sometimes we feel like we're ordinary, or who am I, or when things gonna work out for me. And they just want you to know that you are so loved and you're so worthy. Those two beings are just around you so strongly right now. Okay, so they're saying notice when you feel. I'm already trying to. Let me clear your throat. When you notice a bulge in your throat, when you notice the urge to write something down, to speak something, whether it's in the grocery store, to a friend, to a stranger, when you feel that urge to speak or to write, even though you may not know exactly what's about to come through, grab your pen, or just be willing to open up and allow and trust that what needs to be said and what needs to come through will. And just know that oftentimes these messages that will come through are not full and complete, right? I'm sure by now you know that Spirit speaks in incomplete sentences. They speak in little nuggets of wisdom. And so you're going to start receiving information in chunks. So get a journal, get a notebook, and as things, or on your phone, notepad, whatever, start writing them down. Eventually it'll start to make sense. It's like you're going to be given puzzle pieces. It's 444 right now as I said that. I've been trying to figure out my life since I was 63 and want to move closer to my family in Georgia, but working on myself here in Florida. So I don't feel like it would be I don't get it like a definite yes or no if you're better off in one place or another. I think it's literally up to you. Um, I do feel like it would be beneficial, whether you are with family or friends, to find a community of connection and have that connection and support, though. So, however you can find that. But you do need to start finding and reaching out to, if you don't already have like minded friends. I feel like the support and connection would be very beneficial for you. Oh, good. Good, good, good. I'm so glad you feel the energy. Well, that's what we have for you, my love. I can't wait for you to start connecting to Kuan Yin and Jesus more consciously. I feel like it's just going to be a game changer for you. Seriously, I feel like it's going to be a game changer for you. So I'm super excited for you to do that. Thank you for being the first reading of the day. Just a reminder, guys, for those who are hopping on, if you are wanting a channeled reading from your spirit team, they are by donation. It is a minimum $15 donation. The information is in the description of this video. If you just need support, if you're struggling right now and you just need support and guidance, please just let me know what you're struggling with. Oh, good. You know what? I'm glad you said that, because I was going to say that's one of the things I felt, but they didn't bring it back. They didn't never brought it back to me. Was I could feel your breath was a little bit laboring. So I was going to ask you about that. So that makes sense now that you had asthma. Usually they'll bring it up back around if I meant to talk about it, but they didn't. I just could feel that you had shortness. Like it almost felt like shortness of breath or a hard time breathing. So I'm so glad you said that, because it didn't come back around. I do feel like you're going to get it under control, though, because breath is life force energy. So you will start to you'll start to open up and expand a lot more. You're very, very welcome. I love the smell of my lotion. It's so good. How many of you guys have listened to my last podcast that was out last Wednesday, which is the 2025 energy update? If you haven't, I highly suggest the podcast is available through the YouTube podcast channel or any other platform. It's called Cosmic Blonde. I put it out last week. It is an update on what we're experiencing for December and and what 2025 has in store for us. So if you have not listened to that, I highly suggest giving that a listen. Very helpful to understand where we're kind of going. Oh, thank you, Karen. I really appreciate that. That's so appreciated. I appreciate it so much. That's so kind. And that, I don't limit what comes through, Sometimes the readings are very in-depth, and I'm going to keep going until I feel like there's nothing, until I feel complete. So I try not to hold back over something so silly as that. But I just wanted to share my appreciation. And anyone else who's on here, if you don't want a channeled reading, but you're struggling or you need some guidance, it's just something that I can help with on a regular basis, feel free to drop that. If you're struggling with grief or a challenge in life, I just want to know that you have support. And I'll be on for a little bit longer to kind of be here to see if anybody else needs any support or guidance or would like a reading. I'm new to using the live short feature, but this is the tool that YouTube is utilizing most right now. So I'm starting to try to get familiar with it and utilize it. I've spent more time going live on TikTok, but I've been called to come over here a little bit too. So I'm going to see how this works out. Is everybody ready for Christmas? Got big holiday plans? Okay, we're gonna give it 2 more minutes. So this will be 2 more minutes to see if anybody wants a reading or needs any guidance or support, and then I'm gonna close out for the day. So this will be a last call. Last call, last call. And I'll try to come on here more just to get more familiar with it. Last call for readings. If you are going to do one, please let me know in the comments that you are before I jump off, because once I'm off, it's done. It's closed out. Okay. Thank you everybody for hopping on today. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. And I will try to come on here again soon. Bye for now.